Yo, YouTube, what's good? What's good? It's your man, the rich kid, back at you with another video, another topic. Let's talk about this. I'm purposely late on this topic, but you know I was gonna chime in. The Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb saga. Let's speak on it. If you've been under a rock, I guess, within the last week or so, you know that, or if you haven't been under a rock, you know that Anton Daniels went on to Corey Holcomb's talk show or podcast, or whatever you want to call it, and things went left real quick on the podcast. They were talking, whatever, and things just got progressively heated, throughout the podcast. And, things were said. Anton, said that Corey Holcomb, let's say this. Corey Holcomb said that Anton was kissing the ass of white people, and then Anton came back and said Corey Holcomb was sucking the dick of black people. And that's when things really got heated and it went left quick. Corey was defending himself. He swore up and down, he ain't sucking no dick, I don't suck no dick. He got all up in Anton's grill. Anton came back. It was like, look, bro, I don't know what you talking, all that yin yang. You doing it for the internet. I ain't scared. I'm from Detroit, homie. And he invited Corey to, hey, let's take it outside then. If it's all that, you know what I mean? Let's take it outside. Let's take it out back. And Corey didn't want to, he ain't obliged to do, man, because, let me say something, YouTube. If a cat comes on my show, things get heated or whatever, we talking, talking noise, talking reckless or whatever, and a cat invite me like, yo, fuck it, let's go to the back then. Let's go outside. Let's take it outside, yo. You best believe, yo, that show's going to end right there. I'm ending it. Hey, YouTube or whatever, hey, I'm sorry, I got to handle my business as a man or whatever right now. Boom. That's in the story. You know what I'm saying? But Corey kind of, backslid a little bit. He was talking this, that, but he kept asking Anton, like, I bet you won't say it again, homie. I bet you won't say it again, which I can't say Anton never said it again. But again, he invited you, Corey, to, let's step to the back. He's like, I don't care. We take this outside, And when Corey didn't take it outside, that right there told me, like, I think Corey just doing a lot of talking now. You know what I mean? Yeah, he sounding tough, sounding, thorough, whatever. But, this man just said, hey, let's take it to the back. What's up? We can take it to the back, and you just kind of sitting around, still, yapping pretty much, you know what I mean? But, so, okay, Anton leaves, whatever, Corey started being real disrespectful, calling his girl or his wife a bitch or whatever, take that bitch with you. And, so from this point, it's been a blaze on the internet. Corey's going on some, other podcasts. Anton's been on some things. And Corey, is continuing to violate this cat, real nasty, being real disrespectful, talking about his daughter. What he said about his daughter, she get more pussy than him or something like that, basically stating that she looked like, I guess, rough like a dude almost. You know what I mean? I heard that Anton's girl or his daughter, I guess, was receiving a lot of backlash in school about all of this, and Anton supposedly was told, I guess seeking legal counsel, and was told to kind of like, stop talking about the whole situation or whatever from, I guess, his lawyer or whatever, just wild nigga shit, man. You know what I mean? Shit just went sideways when basically it was just a conversation that two men were supposed to have. Now it's a whole internet blaze beef now, So fast forward, last night, after all of this, a video comes out of Corey Holcomb, and it was a video of him, I guess, at some club or whatever. There was people outside, and it was another, I think it was a female comedian. Don't know her name. I haven't found out her name, right? But apparently, they got into it. It shows them on video talking, whatever, and Corey turns around, starts pointing at her, and on the video, clearly shows Corey hitting this chick like dead in her face, hitting her like a dude, bow. Now, one thing I can say, after he hit her, there were other dudes around that jumped on Corey, and as they should have. Big time cowardly move, man. Big time cowardly move. After seeing that, I have no more respect for Corey Holcomb. None whatsoever. Dude, my man, look, you wouldn't sit there and hit Anton when Anton was in your face, and Anton pretty much invited you to go out back and handle your business. You wouldn't hit that man. So you would rather hit a woman in a cowardly act, but you're not going to hit a dude. That tells me you straight pussy, you all talk, you know what I mean? You ain't going to do nothing. And, you get no respect from me, man. And most dudes now don't respect you after seeing that, I hadn't heard anything about that, but I was looking at the video and looking at comments, and a lot of people said that they had heard rumors about that incident happening. A lot of people were saying, why now? Why is it coming out now? Well, I could tell you why now, because whoever had that video knew that this was the time to pour more flames on that fire, more liquid or gasoline on that fire when it came to Anton and Corey. And this one was, against Corey. That's why it came out now. Because Corey's name was hot in the streets. Corey was, the in the algorithm, and boom, somebody was like, "Oh, word, okay, yeah, I got something to show, about Corey. Let's put this video out." You know what I mean? So this video comes out, like I said, and it don't look good for homie. I'm gonna just be real. It don't look good. It makes him look like a straight coward, a straight pussy. You hitting on females, on chicks, on women, you know what I mean? You tough, you hood, you ghetto against a chick. But again, when you got a nigga in front of you talking shit or whatever, or so-called disrespecting you and violating you, and then this nigga, ask you like, "Yo, I don't care what you talking about. We can go outside right now, go to the back." You won't go. You ain't hit the nigga, you ain't do nothing. The only thing you did was just go up in the nigga's grill and talk shit. So, again, I got no respect for cats like that. For dudes like that. That's straight pussy to me. That's a coward, You'd rather hit on chicks than dudes, you know what I mean? So you weak. So But yeah, man, I just wanted to put that out there, YouTube, you know. So, you know, let me know, put in the comment section how y'all feel about this whole Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels thing. And did you all see that video of Corey Holcomb hitting that woman, yo? You know what I mean? And, you know, do you feel the same way I feel? Like, is he pussy now? Is he a fucking coward? You know? Have you lost respect like I have for him? You know. Let me know. Let me know. Well, anyway, YouTube, it's your man, The Rich Kid. The Rich Kid. Not gonna hold y'all too long. Let me know how y'all feel, man. You like my content? Give me a like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, all right? I'm out, yo. Peace.